Good morning, good morning. It's Colleen with Couture. Hello, hello. Happy Saturday morning. Hope you're all having a great Saturday morning. If you're joining on the replay, hello and welcome. I thank you for joining. Today we are coming in live with our fantastic June Club Couture. You guys see? It's a hummingbird. How sweet is that? So I have my peepers on today so I can actually read. It is called A Beautiful Thing, and I'm actually going to be doing it on our 10-inch round surface. And I've got a whole host of, oops, let me slide them back a little bit so you can see. A whole host of colors that I have in front of me, and an ink, because I did have one of our pastes for the leaf, but I thought, you know what, I really like the Meadow ink better than the paste for this project, because I just felt it went better, so I'm just going to use an ink color. So the colors that I have chosen, and I'm not sure I'm going to use them all, are Couture Coral, I should know these, Couture Teal, Bumblebee, and I'm actually going to use Shimmer Frost, and again I mentioned the ink, which is Meadow. So those are the colors that I pulled out. We'll see if we use them all, because we do have a lot of things going on. We have the words, a beautiful thing is never perfect, which is what I always say when we're doing art with Chalk Couture. It's never perfect, which is fine. And then we've got a bunch of adorable little flowers down here at the bottom and our hummingbird. Now it is a smaller surface, so I am going to try to get as much on here as I can. It's just what I grabbed, so we'll see what we can get on here. I was just kind of trying to decide what colors I wanted to do with what. So I think, you know, obviously there's beautiful colors in hummingbirds, so I'm not quite sure I'm going to capture that. So I think I am just going to keep it kind of simple with the hummingbird and use the Couture Teal and just do him in that color, because there's no way I can recreate the beautiful colors in a hummingbird. I'm not that artsy. I'm not even going to attempt to be that artsy. So we're going to keep that simple. And we'll try to maybe pull out some beautiful colors with the other chalk paste and the flowers, and I think we'll leave it at that. And I felt like I was about to sneeze, and now that messed with me. So now I'm going to be sniffing the rest of the time. Sorry about that. I think I'm going to use the Shimmer Shadow for the colors, though, so that, I mean, for the words, and we'll do that in the center. So I think that will be nice. We'll try that. And I went ahead and cut along the white lines, or the dotted lines, sorry. So everything is already cut on the transfer. So that's what you're going to do first. You're just going to cut right along the lines with your scissors so that all the pieces are already cut out. And then you're going to take your fuzzing cloth, and you want to make sure that your transfer is fuzzed. And what we mean by that is we just want to put some lint on the back of the transfer so that it's not quite as sticky when we're putting it on its surface, because it is sticky on the back. And when we're putting it down on the surface, we don't want it to stick quite as hard, because we want to be able to pull that transfer back up off of the surface, right? Because we want to reuse it a couple times. Because I could maybe use the saying on maybe a different project. I could, for example, maybe use this on a shirt with ink and make myself a t-shirt, just as an example. Okay, so I usually fuzz a couple times just to make sure I've got some lint on the back of here. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to get this centered. So I'm wondering, hold on, I just want to test something here. I may either pull this up a little towards the top or a little, oh my gosh, I have to go get a tissue because this is going to drive me batty if I keep sniffing this whole time. Bear with me 1 second. sorry about that, because I know there's nothing more annoying than sniffing the whole time during a video, so I don't want to annoy you with that. Sorry about that. Okay, much better. Okay, so as I was saying, I don't know if it would be better to almost offset the words. So I'm just going to lay this here for a quick second and then bring the hummingbird in, because I want to make sure that I can fit the hummingbird in here. Whoops, and I pulled the flower with it. I didn't mean to do that. So I want to see if I can just get the hummingbird in here too, because if I can't fit the hummingbird in here, we might have to rethink this surface. And I have another surface right off here to the side. So let's see. So if we pull this maybe down here, then I might be able to get the hummingbird in at the top here. Oh, that might work, but we have to see if I can get his wings in. Let's see. Oh yes, if I do that, I can get his wings in. Perfect. Okay, that works, yes. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the words down here at the bottom a little bit. So that's going to work perfectly. Okay, great. So I'm just going to push that down, make sure I don't have any bubbles. There we go. That works. Yay. All right, let me get a quick sip. Okay, so what is Club Couture? So Club Couture is actually a program that if you are interested, you could join. It's like a subscription program, like one of those box programs that you can join, and you would get this transfer, the transfer of the month mailed to you with 3 coordinating paste packets. So paste packets are these guys. So these are little coordinating paste packets, and each month they choose, Couture chooses colors that work well with the project. So you would get 3 of these that coordinate with the project. So, and there's a good amount of paste in each of these. So, so you would get 3 of those, and it is $19.99 US and $26.99 for Canada. And that is billed each month. And so you would get the transfer and the 3 coordinating chalk pastes. And shipping is free. And there's a 3-month commitment for that. And so you would just go to my website and sign up for that. And you would get the transfer and the coordinating chalk paste mailed to you each month. And so then you would have the transfer and the chalk paste to create your own project for your home decor. And you could reuse the transfers over and over again to make, you know, different pieces for your home. And you could make them and share them with family and friends to create your own projects. You can make different projects, like I mentioned. If you wanted to, you could purchase ink and then make a shirt out of this if you'd like, just as an example. So it's limitless, really. So yeah, so that's what Club Couture is all about. And like I said, this month there is so much great things going on this month with Couture. This weekend there's fantastic things going on. Free goodies, retired transfers. I have links about that on my business page right now, so you can feel free to check that out. I won't go into it on my live right now because you can feel free to check out the post about that, but it's so awesome. Retired transfers at 20% off, just to name one of the things going on. Pretty awesome what they're doing. I've never seen anything like it, to be honest with you. So, pretty cool. You should check that out. Okay, so I'm just covering up all of the silkscreen area with the chalk paste here. Getting any of that excess back off and right back into my jar. Okay. That is it. Just make sure I don't have any on my hand. And then I'm just going to pull that back. Awesome. All right, I'm just going to stick this here because because I'm gonna have to go clean that transfer. So to clean the transfer, I just take that to the sink and I run that under some water with my board eraser and cleaner and just clean that to get the chalk paste off of there. Let me bring in my dryer here so we can just dry this off. Now with the shimmer paste, they do take just a tad bit longer to dry. Okay, all right, I feel like that's pretty good, so we can move on. Let's bring our hummingbird in here. And we're gonna fuzz him just like we did with the words earlier. Especially because some of this transfer might overlap with the words that I just did. Just so you guys can see, I apologize, I know that's backwards, but you kind of get the idea. It's got some shimmer going on in there. Okay, so we're gonna place this right up here in the corner. There we go, and then we can put some flowers around the side. I think that'll look good. So we're done with our shimmer. Let's bring in this guy. We may need to add a little bit of water to this. So let me grab my multi-tool here. And this is great. This is our little stirrer on one side and our to get little detailed on the other side. So I'm just going to stir this and come in with some water. Let me grab my water. Oops. Water is behind me. Where's my water? Where the heck did I put my water? Oh, there's my water. Hang on one sec. This is distilled water in here. That's the best to use with this. So my chalk paste order of my new creamy dreamy chalk paste was supposed to come yesterday and it got delayed by FedEx. So we're gonna wait until Monday now. So I'm very curious to see what the new creamy dreamy chalk paste is gonna be like. I'm still using my old formula, but like I said to you before in some of my previous videos, I'm still making my old chalk paste work. Just add in the distilled water, which is still working just great. Okay, there we go. We're gonna grab another squeegee. Okay, hey Deb, how are you? Okay, so we're just gonna get a little bit on here just to get our hummingbird covered. Good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. Okay. There is our hummingbird, and I apologize again because I could never do this hummingbird justice. I could maybe come in and I could have maybe added some different blues and just like dropped down some different blues and, you know, come in and circled it with my finger and maybe, you know, done some little different techniques there. I went a little plain and boring and just made him couture teal, but he's still cute nonetheless. I just went a little basic couture blue this morning with him instead of trying to get all fancy dancy, but we'll add some colors in with some of the flowers around the edges, and I think that's going to jazz it up. That will be adorable on a sweatshirt for her. The hummingbird is amazing. Let's add some flower details now. I think that's gonna bring in the colors that we need since I went a little basic with the hummingbird. But I think that that would be really, really cute. Like I said, you could definitely drop in, when I had the transfer down, you could just take some of your little steri sticks and drop in some colors on there, and then use your finger and just massage the color around on the transfer. And then that would do a marbling effect to add some dimension to the hummingbird. I chose not to do that and went a little boring this morning, but I love him in the Couture teal. You could do whatever your heart desires with him. So again, limitless to what you want to do. Let's dry him off a little bit. This little cutie, he's got some really nice detail going on in there. And then we'll bring in some flowers around here to add some pops of color. And I think that's gonna be just what we need on here. And I love the round, because that's why I kind of chose this, because I think the round is gonna do what we need for some of these flowers going on. So let's do that. Let's get some Couture. I'm gonna just do some Couture coral with this guy here. This is one of the flowers that I think was kind of perfect for the round. That's why I went with that one. So let's fuzz it real quick. Let me get my Couture coral open. I think we might need to add a little bit of stirring and possibly some water again. We're using some old chalk paste here. Actually, no, that's pretty good. Let's just give it a good stir. And then I'm gonna pop a few of these around the perimeter of my board. And we're just gonna kind of jazz it up a little bit here with some pops of color. Thanks, Deb. I think it's gonna really come to life once we get some more color going on in here. Let's see. Okay. Let's fuzz it up. Fuzz, fuzz, fuzz. Okay, we did our 3 fuzzes. Let's see where we can get some color in here. We'll do one here. Grab another squeegee. Right there. And I'm just gonna try and get a couple passes with this transfer. So I'm gonna try to be, oops, I just went off the transfer. I put a little too much chalk paste on there. I'll clean that up in a sec. I'm gonna try to get a couple passes with this transfer before cleaning it. So I'm gonna put a nice thin layer on here. Of course, my first attempt, I went right off the transfer, but that's okay. I'll clean that up. There's one. We can maybe get one in right here. Let's see if we can get one in. I might go off a little bit here. That's okay. That flower can go off this, can go off the board a little bit. That's okay. There's 2. I'm gonna try to get this flower on here this time. Let's see. There we go. Okay, I've got one more. We're gonna try to get 4. I'm gonna try to get 4 passes on here. We'll see if we can do it without cleaning it. Get this nice and thin on here. See how, if it's looking light, then I might have to stop. All right, now that came out pretty good. All right, there's 3. I don't know that I want to take it to the top, but then the top, I might put a bow on the top, so maybe I'll leave the top empty. Let's see. Let's put that there. What do we think? Should I leave maybe the top empty? to put a bow up here. Oh, thank you, Deb. I appreciate that. I think they're going in the right direction. I definitely think that they are. We had a good day yesterday. So I think I'm going to maybe just leave the 3 and possibly put a bow through the hole up here. So I think I'm going to stop there, but I'm going to do some more because we've got more flowers. So let's maybe do a flower and bumblebee. Let's do that. Like I said, I definitely want to get some pops of color in here. So let's do that. Yes. Yep, very good day yesterday. So I think we are definitely on the going in the right direction for sure. Okay, so this is an awesome flower. I don't know what the names of flowers are, but I like the look of it. So we're gonna go with this one. I like to look at flowers, they're pretty, but I'm terrible with the names of them. I just go by what I like to look at. And I do not have a green thumb, but plants I was pretty good with in my office. I think the fluorescent lights really work well with plants. So I had really, really nice plants in my office for like a really long time. And then when COVID hit, I completely forgot to take my plants home with me. And all my plants died. I was so upset. When I went back to work full-time in September and they were all dead, I was so upset. So yeah, so I have no plants in my office now. So I have to restart. Some of the residents that I worked with gave them to me, and I had one that was so big, and I kept cutting it, and I was giving it to people that I worked with, and so people were like starting plants from my plant, and then I cut more cuttings, and I was giving it to other people, like my family, so they were starting it. Oh, it was just, so many plants were created from that one plant that I got. It was amazing, and then it died. So sad. Okay, so let's get the bumblebee going. I forgot I had stirry sticks right here. I pulled some out. Okay. All right, we're gonna try to get a couple passes with this little flower here. Oh, you know what? Darn it, I should have used a smaller squeegee. Oh well, too late now. That's all right, that worked. That worked. Actually, you know what? I am gonna come in and I think I have, here we go. I got a little tiny one. I cut one. So we're gonna use this one. Okay, there we go. There's one. Oh, that's so pretty. That's such a pretty flower. Okay, there's another. I'm gonna try to get a couple of these guys in. There's 2. Take one up here, I think, just in case the bow doesn't come all the way up. And if the bow covers it, that's okay. But I just feel like we've got a little too much empty space going on up here. And like I said, if the bow covers it, that's okay. But I just want to get something going on up here. And then we'll come in and we'll add the leaf too, I think. Okay. And then the leaf, I think, should do it. And then I think we'll be done. All right. This is looking so good. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's show you the progress. There we go. Look how pretty. Okay. figure out what kind of bow I want to do. That I usually do that finishing touches off camera because that's where I struggle. And that I need time to think and look and figure out what I want to do. That takes me the longest. But I love it so far. Okay, let's close up the bumblebee. And let's open, and again, I used the ink because I like the Meadow ink for the leaf. Because I didn't really, I think that the paste that I had was a little too muted. I wanted a little more pop. So that's why I'm going to use the ink, the Meadow ink for the leaf. So let's just put the ink, the leaf down. We'll get a couple. I think I'm only gonna, where do I want to go with this? Do I want to use the leaf? Let me try one. I'm just gonna stick one over here, and then if I don't like it, I can wash it off. Let's just see. Let's pop one in and see if I like it. And then at least if I don't like it, it's over here and I can wash it off. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Deb. I like it too so far. Let's see what we think of the leaf. All right. Oh, I should get more of that off in case I decide that I want to continue with that. There we go. Now we got some more of that off. That way I can keep going with it if I want to. All right. Let's see. Get off of my finger. There you go. Oh, of course I got some on my finger. Get that off, because then I'll have ink everywhere. Okay. There we go. All right. So what? I don't know. What do we think, Deb? Do we like the green? Should I keep going with the green? Does the green give it some good coloring or no? Should I keep going with the leaves? Should I add more of those in? I don't know. They're not terrible. What do we think? I can maybe fit one more in over here. I think I can. Okay, I'm gonna try to fit one more in over here. We'll see. Oh, nope, that's coming right over the flower. Oh, all right, I think I got it in. All right, we'll do one more leaf, I think. Let's see. There's one. Of course I went off, but that's okay. All right, I have to fix that. Let me get I have to get a Q-tip, which I don't think I have any right here, but I will get a Q-tip and clean that. I don't think I have any in here. I have a Q-tip right next door in the bathroom, but I don't think I have any in my little thing here. Oh, of course I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some next door. All right, so we added two leaves, and I think I'll leave it at that, and I'm gonna have to clean up the little boo-boo I did right there. But that's it, guys, and then I'm gonna add some ribbon to the top. What do we think? I like it. I think definitely the flowers jazzed up the fact that I didn't marble the hummingbird. But that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. And if you watch the replay, thank you so much. Thanks, Deb. I like it too. All right, enjoy your Saturday. And I will be back tomorrow with another project, sneak peek of that. It is going to be Rise and Shine. That's going to be our project tomorrow. Thanks so much. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you later. Take care, Deb.